All right, everybody. I think. Are we recording? Yeah, I think so. Um, Hello. Back at it again. What's growing in the garden? What's this episode 18? Uh yeah, cuz I posted 17. It wasn't really a post, but whatever. Uh but yeah. So we're back in here again. We got to do some work, major work today. Of course, it's bright, sunny out here. Awesome day. It's a pretty day. But it's Texas and it's hot, so that's what we gotta look forward to today. Well, we get this work done. Anyway, I'm gonna do a tour around here. I gave some things. I watered some things late in the afternoon. Um, so I knew I was gonna be getting up relatively the same time. I kind of always come out here, which isn't the best. Eventually, I'll come out in the morning. Anyway, um, but yeah, we're gonna go and do a tour around. I guess I'll start over by the corn. Just going before my phone gets too hot. Um, well, we'll start here. New patch of corn. It's doing okay. It's doing great. It's coming up, growing really fast. I got to feed everything today, or I'm deciding to feed a lot of things today, like the pumpkin patch. I have to do a trellis around here because I don't want the dogs picking at the leaves, and they're already starting to vine. So I'm going to do a trellis connecting this side of the fence over to the other side. Hopefully it won't look like that one over there because I still have to repair that. Moving on. The other patch of corn is doing good, growing. I haven't seen anything pop up over there yet. My tomato plants right here are doing good. These tomato plants are also doing good. Some of them are. I do a little trimming and stuff, but they're doing good. So that's cool. The little experiment kind of worked. The basil in front of it is doing great too. And then there's this monster. This okra plant right here. I think I'm gonna trim some of the bottom leaves and just let the canopy, the top of it, do whatever it wants. But it's got blossoms and stuff. It's gonna be a big producer, to be honest. But I'm gonna leave it alone. I already picked one off of there. I also heard using uh, okra to water your plants kind of helps too. So we're gonna test that out because I put some in there. My seedlings are not doing great. I don't know. Maybe there's not enough moisture in here. I don't have enough moisture on these cardboard setups. Some things are sprouting, like my jasmine in here. But I feel like I've been trying to keep it watered a little too often. And at the same time, I feel like it's not getting watered enough either. So we're going to keep trying though. Pepper plants here doing good. I'm watering the corn. And as you can see, they're starting to do their thing, which is cool. That's good. So I'm going to keep them watered, watered. Everything else, pepper plant seedlings coming up, doing good. Blueberry bushes relatively doing okay. I think, yeah, these took root already, so they're okay. Whatever's growing in here, stuff is growing here. I think I got something growing in here. Seedlings there. A lot of these are pepper seeds, so not a big thing. I don't know if these blossoms are safe to keep to dry out for hibiscus tea. I don't know. I don't know if this is like necessarily safe to use. I got to find out. because I bought the plant from Walmart. So I don't know. It was on discount. I decided to get it, and it's been it's pretty forgiving. So if you haven't ever grown hibiscus before, it's a pretty forgiving plant. I had a period where I didn't water it heavily that much, and then once I started watering it, it came right back, started blossoming. So I'll find out more about that later. But everything seems to be doing okay. Here, and there. It's okay. I'm gonna, what you call it? Jax approves. I'm gonna use this bin to fertilize some stuff with. I don't know if I still have to shake these necessarily for them to be pollinated. I don't know. Still gonna do it anyway though. There's still some loose ones, so. But yeah, I'm just making sure my corn gets watered over here. Everything stay okay. I have to give another honorable mention to a friend of mine, another growing friend of mine. Her name's Jill. She watched my channel. She's a big supporter, which I always appreciate. Jill for watching. You know, we talk about planning ideas and stuff like that. She gave me a good idea to use some empty plastic bottles and stuff. Like if you have a 2-liter bottle, something like that, poke holes at the bottom and fill it up with fertilizer, and you just let it drain. What you call it? Just let it drain into the soil. So that is my plan to do today. So I found a few. I'm going to need a lot. This one's definitely going to work. This is like, no one uses this. So I got those, couple of those. I'm going to use that today to go ahead and feed everything. And we'll see how well that works. Because it's kind of hard just to do it with my watering can. I don't even know where that is. I believe this is garlic. Yes, I planted garlic here. That's coming up. I don't think those pepper plants, marginally doing okay. Really got a little beat up from the rain, or from the heavy watering I did. And I'm hoping that when I feed them, my, Swiss chard will start coming back once this weather starts changing. This is the other block of corn. Seems to be doing great. My basil, it definitely took off, which is cool. I don't know what made it do that. I think I fed it or something. Gave it some fertilizer a couple of weeks ago. So that might, another thing to do. I cut back the comfrey. I'm going to come in and cut at it again sometime this week and use the leaves for fertilizer. What else? I got some seedlings coming up here, which is cool. I think I got more coming up here. I got to figure out something with these cantaloupe vines, because now they're starting to invade this area. I don't want them doing that. Apparently I got a watermelon vine in there too. So I don't want them doing that. I just want them to kind of maybe grow around this area, because I don't want them to take over and grow over anything I may deem valuable in this spot. I still have some seedlings that are coming up here. I think I'm going to use the watering can just to water these, whatever's growing in here. This is coming up pretty good. I believe these are soybeans coming up, and basil. Got basil plants right here. This is not basil. Oops. Yeah, this is not basil. That crazy taproot there. I think that's just a regular weed. So I do got some basil growing up in here, which is cool. And these soybeans, because I want something to improve the soil here. So that's what I'm going to do there. I was thinking about when my seeds come in, do cucumbers here, but I'm a little nervous because I got pumpkins right there. I don't want them to be too close because the last time I got some hybrid cucumber pumpkin things and I didn't know what to do with them and no one really wanted to eat them. So, or unless that was just malnutrition, I don't know. This vine I thought was doing pretty bad until I looked up and noticed it's not doing bad. I had watermelon growing here before, so I guess there was a couple that rotted off the vine, fell off. I just left them there, so probably seeds still sprouted or over there. I'm not complaining about that. That's cool. As you can see, it's running, and it'll probably be running on its way over there. This corn, which I don't have high hopes for, seems to be doing good. There is nothing over there. So I'm gonna let this corn just grow. I'll water it, feed it like I'm gonna harvest from it, but then I'll just chop everything down and just drop it. And I'll probably excavate some soil from there too, because I definitely need some soil. So moving on. I think I already showed you guys the vines over here. Sad news because one of my watermelons I discovered was eaten. Like they ate it. If they chomped into it, there's nothing I could do to save it. It kind of sucks. The same friend Jill told me about dropping some used coffee grounds around the vine, so I'm gonna try that, see if that'll keep it away. But these red burgundy okra plants here are doing good, other than these little white spots. But it's pretty dry out here. Other than as you can see in this area where it's a little thicker, this white mold is kind of catching on. I don't know if I have enough neem oil to keep that back, but I'll figure something out. So I'm not super worried about it. I'll just kind of, figure it out as I go. Where else am I going? Oh, sorry, I got sweat in my eyes. Okay, this watermelon, I don't feel like it's ready yet. I don't know. I want to pick it. It's not that big. I don't know. I might wait a couple more days. But as you can see, this one has a protective thing around it. So the other one that got ate, that was here, where that little spot is, that didn't have a net on it. So there's not really much I could do. Sad day, but it's all right. My patch of basil is doing great. In this area over here, stuff is growing over here. Also, the watermelon vines here. I think I got some cantaloupe coming up here too. So that's cool. I got to run back over there and get that hose. Let me do it right now. And what I'm doing is actually, hang on. Wait a minute. My tea roses, they're blossoming. They're coming back with a vengeance, which is awesome. I love to see it. And they smell amazing. Okay, moving on. Like I said, what I'm trying to do is get the ground moist before I start feeding everything. So, so everything pretty much, so the fertilizer can soak into the ground better. So that's what I'm doing right now. I might need 2 hands for this because I got to bring it over to the other side. Oh, actually, let's water the seedlings first. I got to think about fertilizing what's growing anyway. So there's that. Just do a quick little watering here. It's been like maybe a day and a half since I've been over here. So, everything at the bottom definitely got watered. I'll come back to that later. Oh, oh. Bear with me, guys. There we go. Come back over there. Whoop, whoop. And I'll drop this hose on. Oh, shoot. Hang on. Hang on. Uno momento. Ooh. There we go. Oh, gosh. Yeah, so what I want to do is get everything wet over here. I'm going to drop this hose down. Don't want to get too much. I'm trying not to get the leaves too wet, but I have vines growing in between other types of plants, so it's a little difficult to not get some leaves wet while others are getting wet. Because I think I watched a video on watering cantaloupe and watermelon vines, and you want to not just water the base of the root, where the base where the root is, but you want to water the vine too, because they have many roots along the vine that help give it some continual nutrients. So while that's watering over here, take a look at these peppers, which are growing okay. I'm going to water these today, see if I can clear out an area to put a couple of canisters over here of fertilizer, but they're growing, they're doing their thing. They just need some more care, some more nutrients. Hopefully this will help them out. You see they're getting pretty tall. I haven't clipped them. I haven't clipped them yet. I'm just kind of letting them grow and do their thing. Time's getting close for me to start taking a look at these cantaloupes. It sounds pretty hollow. This one's probably going to be ready to go. Like maybe leave it out, get it another day, and it's in the netting, so at least I know it's protected. You know what I mean? I won't come back to anything being munched on. But in, I guess, a different way of looking at it, it had to be good. You know, it had to be good in order for it to chomp into my watermelon the way it did. It had to be pretty damn good. So I'll leave it at that. This bell pepper here, it's my first one. That's cool. I don't think it's going to be that big. No big deal. But I want to clear a little area where I can put something down that can give it, just kind of slowly drain into the ground. So I got to water all this to keep it moist. I was thinking about doing a pitchfork and loosening some soil up in there, but I don't think I'm going to worry about that today because I have to do some other stuff. I got to build a trellis. If I have enough time, I got to repair that. What else? It's another pepper plant that's doing good. You know, I still got my cantaloupe vines are still doing good. And this, now my watermelon vines, as you can see, it has the space. It's starting to take over. I need more soil, so I want to take soil from I guess this area, maybe that area over there. Because I need looser soil. Because soil that I'm using for what I got now, I think it's just too bulky for these plants to come through. Um, so there's that. But yeah, this watermelon vine is definitely growing, taking over. And I've been watering the vine itself as well as the where the root's coming from. So as you can see, it's doing marginally well, and it's coming all through here. It's growing there. It's gonna part off, grow over here. I got basil right here. That's doing okay. Whatever I planted here originally is not kind of gone. As you can see, the cucumbers are gone, but I got more seeds coming in, so I'll be able to plant in another space. And this vine here, it's another place I'm gonna have to feed stuff. And you see that cantaloupe there seems to be doing well. Just step in here. Like it didn't even, really get in there. So I'm gonna leave that alone. So whatever it was, it didn't like the cantaloupe, but it liked the watermelon. And obviously the okra, I gotta pick the okra today. What else is new? As soon as okra starts, you gotta keep your eye on it and pick it as much as you can. Another cantaloupe vine. Oops, I'm trying to step on you. Yeah, see? Another, I don't know if it's a bird. What is it that was going after him? Maybe it was a little mouse, field mouse or something like that. But still, it's producing, the vines are producing quick enough to where, if I get one gets munched on, it's not going to be a real loss. So that's okay. Going in here. And these vines seem to be doing good. Now they got shade over them. And my shampoo ginger is doing good. They like sun. So the sun that comes through here, now that I chopped up the vine, chopped that off, kind of really helps them come through. I'll just be glad when I can see some the little cones that come out, but it's going to be a while before that happens. Cantaloupe vine came from this way, and I think what I might do with this guy is, I don't know, I might leave him alone. Just move him a little closer over there. Let's see. I got a tomato plant. I might move, probably, since I lost one over at that patch. I might move it over there to replace the one that I lost. There's another. This one's probably almost ready to go. Oh, yep, sure is. Look at that. Look at that. Just came right on off. Awesome. In real time, you see I just picked a nice healthy cantaloupe. Okay. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I got sweat on my camera and my phone almost glitched out. Anyway, I picked this in real time. So we have a nice healthy cantaloupe. You can smell how ripe it is. So I'm happy about that. We're gonna put that over there. Obviously the netting does well. Take that inside. So when it's ready to be picked, it'll just come right off the vine. I just plucked it right off, no problems. So there's definitely a purpose for netting. If you're growing any cantaloupe, I have another one over here. I don't know if it's ready or not. Oh, no, it's still young. Well, actually, I don't want it to sit in the sun too much. So I'll put that right there. First one. Nice. Oh, did I get anything over here? I don't know if I did. The tomatoes over here, this tomato patch now, they're getting blossoms, growing big. I gotta figure out something with this vine because I don't want it to overtake my plant. But other than that, it's doing good. Um, just trying to, I'm gonna have to cut back some of the branches at the bottom, but it's making tomatoes. So you can see back there, so a little tomato back there. So it's definitely making tomatoes. All right, this is take number 3. Take number 3. See if I can get the rest of this in this last take. What else do I got going on here? I got another cantaloupe there. I have one growing there, and this okra is a little stiff, but we're gonna take care of that. We're gonna pick it. Oh gosh, I don't know if it's my sweat causing the problems or just my phone getting too hot. It would probably help if I would come out earlier to record. It is what it is. Just keep it going. So yeah, we'll get that watered and ready over there. I can come back over here and finish doing what I'm doing after being interrupted so many times. So we took this cantaloupe off this vine. So now all the stress is being relieved from there. So if it decides to make another one, it'll make another one. If not, no big deal. It'll make another one somewhere else, I think. Now I thought it was making my tomato plants over here were making tomatoes, but not yet. I do have some vines in here. It was a pretty good idea when I started. Oh, yep, there it is.